The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org.
Aunt Polly, read by Elizabeth Klett.
Tom Sawyer, read by Eden Ray Hedrick.
Cousin Sid, read by Tim Nelson.
Alfred Temple, read by Elliot Gage.
Jim, read by Kevin Davidson.
Ben Rogers, read by Francis Brown.
Cousin Mary, read by Ariel Lipshaw.
Billy, read by Michaela.
Mr. Walters, read by Lambda.
Joe Harper, read by Monica M.C.
Judge Thatcher, read by Jeff Machado.
Mrs. Thatcher, read by Libby Gone.
Reverend Sprague, read by Jeff Machado.
Mrs. Harper, read by Ariel Lipshaw.
Huckleberry Finn, read by Tricia G.
Mr. Dobbins, read by Tavarish.
Becky Thatcher, read by Amanda Friday. Dr. Robinson, read by Amanda Friday.
Muff Potter, read by Todd Jenkin.
Injun Joe, read by Alex Lella.
The Sheriff, read by Amanda Friday.
Mary Austin, read by Bethany Baldwin.
Grace Miller, read by Michaela.
Sally Rogers, played by Victoria. Susie Harper, read by Victoria.
Little Boy, read by Michaela.
Little Girl, read by Ellie Cat.
First Young Lady, read by Eden Ray Hedrick.
Second Young Lady, read by Sarah and Gracia Parshall.
Third Young Lady, read by Ellie Cat.
Prosecutor, read by Maria Therese.
Muff Potter's Lawyer, read by Beth Thomas.
Injun Joe's Comrade, read by Christine G.
Mr. Jones, read by Jeff Machado.
The Widow Douglas, read by Abigail Rasmussen.
Narrated by Bob Neufeld. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Preface. Most of the adventures recorded in this book really occurred. One or two were experiences of my own, the rest those of boys who were schoolmates of mine. Huck Finn is drawn from life, Tom Sawyer also, but not from an individual. He is a combination of the characteristics of three boys whom I knew, and therefore belongs to the composite order of architecture. The odd superstitions touched upon were all prevalent among children and slaves in the West at the period of this story, that is to say, 30 or 40 years ago. Although my book is intended mainly for the entertainment of boys and girls, I hope it will not be shunned by men and women on that account. For part of my plan has been to try to pleasantly remind adults of what they once were themselves, and of how they felt and thought and talked, and what queer enterprises they sometimes engaged in. The Author, Hartford, 1876. End of Preface.